So we call this clinic Fearless Short Putts. And my experience, probably yours as well, is that when people do poorly with those short putts, 3 and 5 footers, a lot of it has to do with fear. Certainly there are some mechanical things, but a lot of it has to do with fear. So we want to make sure in this clinic they make a lot of putts and they walk away with some methods to really practice and overcome that fearfulness that they have when they have those short putts. So here's what we've got. Maybe the #1 crutch I think in our bag is the ball liner, because when we make those marks on the ball, it gives us a place to actually say, hey, all I got to do is set it down, line it up, put the flat part of the putter on the flat part of the ball. That's going to be the first drill, but that's on every single ball in this clinic. So we kind of set that up. Then we sort of move over to what we call the slide guide. The purpose of this one is to make sure that my ball position is correct. You're going to have to help them get in that position, but then you mark that slide guide so that that ball position doesn't start creeping up on them or creep way back. We just want to get them in a nice, comfortable position consistently. The other thing that you hear in the background here is the metronome. This is my anti-fear device. If we can get them into the habit of walking into a putt and staying in rhythm with that stroke back and through, it really helps reduce the fear. So you think about it, the ball liner, the slide guide for position, then we start working on trying to get that putting stroke in rhythm. We move over to really kind of set up, right? With the classic mirror, we've added the shoulder mirror for a couple of reasons. I think confidence demands evidence. And what we have with the mirrors and with the shoulder mirror as well is that I'm not only lined up, I can see that I'm lined up. And we want them to step into this mirror, see their shoulders, see their eyes, see the putter face lined up properly, and make a nice solid stroke. Really important part of that classic mirror. And probably the fastest way that we have in our kit to make putts is to work with the putting rail, because most people get afraid, they yank that putter way outside. We just want them to take a breath, relax, put the putter on the rail, back and forth, back and forth. They're going to make a lot of putts, especially from short range. It's really hard to miss if you're working on the putting rail. Then we get a little bit more delicate. We put the putting sword into play. This is all about getting the face square at impact, but we've moved them up within 3 feet of the hole, and we've moved them on the sword all the way up to that front 1 foot mark. They'll be able to roll it down that sword. It's a good starting point. Face is square, it's going to go in from here. So give them a chance to really get that putter face squared up. And the final one, and it's really fun, is the ball of steel. And the reason we put this into this particular clinic is if I'm afraid, I just decel so badly. But when I walk up to the ball of steel and make a stroke that's got decel in it, it'll fan it. If I can learn to make a stroke where I'm actually swinging through, I knock that in and back up to a normal putt, I will feel what it's like to not have a decel, make a stroke that works through. This is what we're tackling. Confidence, a little bit of setup, a little bit of face square at impact, but mostly confidence. This is a great clinic that will get your people in that 3 to 5 feet range feeling more comfortable and more confident. Put them to work.